Everybody who letters professionally is very competent. I think lettering, like all kinds of art, it is subjective. Some people really like certain things, other people like a different style, just like using Comic Sans or not, using yada 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 versus using mild-mannered versus using Silver Age. You know, I mean, it's just a specific thing. I personally like a stroke on all my balloons. I want an outline or on my balloons and things like that. I understand some people don't do that. I know Cowl, the Image Comics book that came out, they weren't doing strokes on any of their balloons or any of their captions. I didn't really like that style.
I agree with you.
But it's not, but that doesn't mean that it's bad. It's just not something that I liked. So it's just, I just didn't personally like the style that lettering artist
To
used.
that point though, real quick, like even though art is subjective, I do think lettering is the least subjective of the whole thing. Like there are definite rules you can't break that don't exist in other parts of the art form. Like you can break some rules in art, you know, like pencils, because all right, this just works better. Jack Kirby used to break rules all the time because he's Jack. Lettering is one of those things where it's like, yeah, you can break a couple rules, but only if you really know what you're doing.
Well, that's the thing. It's like if you're working on a page where there is no way on God's green earth, no matter how tight you squish things, that things are going to fit. I break panel all the time because, but some people say you never break panel with your balloon. If there's no way, if it's either covering up the person's entire face to get all the words in, or break the panel, break the panel. I also, and this is something that some people appreciate and some people don't, I was lettering a book yesterday, and I decided that there's too many words in this balloon, and I moved it to the next panel. And you know
I do it all
what?
the time.
She didn't say a damn thing. She actually appreciated that I did that.
Well, you're a writer too, so
Well, that's the thing.
They know that you know enough to do that.
That's the thing, is you know, when I look over scripts from friends and things like that, and I look over, like, I have friends that will send me a lettering pass, like you, that will send me a lettering pass and say, look this over. And I'll say, you know what? You have a lot of stuff here. You can move some of this to the next panel, and it's still going to be relevant. It's still going to be germane. And that's what I do a lot of times when I'm lettering stuff for my friends. I'll just do that, and 9 times, I would say 99 times out of 100, they'll be like, that's fine. It makes sense. You're right. There was way too much copy in that, and rather than look so heavy and then empty, it looks nice and clean together. So, but if I wasn't a writer, I wonder if they would allow me that same.
I've definitely done that without being questioned. I mean, there's been times when I've been questioned, like, why are you doing that? I was like, well, there's no room.
You
But
want
most
it
of the
over
time-
somebody's face.
Most of the time I'll do something and it's just like, it just had to be done. And then I even tell the editor, like, look, there was no way that was going to happen. This is what I'm doing. If they have a problem,
If I'm squishing the letters past 85%,
But you go that deep?
Oh,
I don't go
do
past
that.
95.
I go, there's some points where, there was a point where I had to go to 80, and I was like, holy shit!
I have a rule for
80 is
myself.
like nuclear.
I have a rule for myself. I don't squeeze them past 95%. And as far as the kerning, I don't go past 20%, 20 points from where I am. So if I have it set to 20, I'll squeeze it to 0, and that's it.
See, that's the thing, my kerning is always at 0.
Some fonts I need to have a little more space.
Yeah, most of the time, my dialogue fonts, I don't use anything but a 0 kerning. So I only use my percentage. I don't mess with my kerning.
You can go negative and it's still okay if there's no space.
If the font allows,
Yeah.
that's the thing.
But that's also why I build in
Yeah.
20 or 30 sometimes.
But see, different styles, right there.
So donuts, let's discuss.
Yes.